please consider donating to our Patreon. In the Fridge is produced by dedicated volunteers, and all of our equipment is borrowed or donated. With your donations, we can grow this platform and continue supporting the community. Thank you.
Choose to smoke, making me choke, cause on the road, baby, I'll die. Won't war and dry. Life's sweet, that's why. Without training, I shall surely die. Why don't I try cutting it out? Don't catch a suck fog. I smell like a bog. And when you beg for the stick, you look like a dog.
Okay, good to go? Sweet. Okay. All good? Welcome back to another week of In the Fridge. We're here with Super Narco Man. Thanks for coming in, guys.
All good. Hello, hello.
We've been waiting to have you guys in for quite a long time. I think we've actually had at least 3 bands mention you guys up until now. I mean, we've had The Dicks, Slumbug, Achilles Complex mentioned you as well. Any shout-outs you want to make to start off with?
Oh,
to all those bands?
To them. Yeah.
Sure. I watched the Achilles Complex last week too.
Oh,
awesome.
Sick. Yeah, we got more tracks from them coming up as well.
Nice.
Sweet.
And thanks to Nuggies.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
Penny
hell.
Dreadfuls
Threat Meat
and
Protocol.
Motive.
Yeah, Threat Meat Protocol in Japan.
Nice.
Bloodlux
Yeah.
and Wink Wink Nudge Nudge.
Yeah, dude.
Shit,
Straight
there's
up.
like way more.
Yeah, fuck. We're gonna like
Too
be
many.
Green
here
Fog.
all day to listen.
Yeah.
to bands.
Rackets.
Fog. Die Die Die. Thanks though.
Da, yeah, sure.
Nice.
Tuscoma.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
yeah,
Let's
totally.
go.
Fucking hell, mate. Dud, Dateless.
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, fucking hell.
So we want to start with the real hard-hitting questions. The stuff that every man on the street is wondering. The first thing I want to ask
Is
is
the P tape real?
no. It's why am I not in the band yet? So do we have
Why?
We could always have a dancer.
Oh yeah, I'd do that.
We need a Gus.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
we
just gonna
need a
say
Gus,
I'll be your
yeah.
guy's Gus. It'll be fine. I'm not as tall or as imposing.
Yeah, you didn't ask us yet, so
Well, I just
You
thought it was
should've
one of
asked
those
us
things that
before,
just
bro. We
naturally
could've-
happened. You know.
you could have asked us before. We told you to fuck off then, but now we'll tell you to fuck off. To
Now
your
I'm just
face.
coming off too desperate. Well, I guess we'll get into the real interview. So
I'm kidding. You can join anytime.
so I thought
Take my
maybe
place.
we'll get you guys to just talk a little bit about how things got started. I guess it's like how this iteration of what you're doing got going.
It was
well, you
these
did-
two actually.
That's the
started
fault
it.
of us too. That's
Yeah,
our fault.
Tet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Rick had a Gorgoroth t-shirt on, and I saw him and was like, yo, Gorgoroth, like, mean black metal. And he was like, yeah, it's my mum's shit. Fucking sick.
True story. True story. Mum bought that shit, and then I was like, "Can I have that, Mum?"
Fuck yeah, dude, that was good.
And that led to Super Narco Man, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I watched these two guys play, and then I kind of like sadly sat in the corner of the room and begged to join the band, kind of like you just did.
Yeah. That's how to do it, guys. It's how to do it. Big. So were you playing in other bands before that? Or?
Yeah. I've known Joel since like year 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been playing in bands for ages.
We didn't really specify when that was either. That was 2012.
Yeah.
And was that all? Was that? Did that start in Tauranga as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Polytech.
Yeah, we were all studying
Ripping
music.
old Toi Ohomai. Yeah.
Toy Ohomai.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah, we all studied music together.
Yeah. Yeah, all did the same course, and then
And was that also
Yeah.
kind of where you got to meet a lot of the guys from like Tauranga Music Sucks and stuff as well? Like
That was kind of beforehand, eh? Austin sort of had been putting on gigs since like 2010-ish. I think TMS sort of started around 2011.
Yeah, and I used to play in a band called Kid Cynical, and I played a TMS show back in Kid Cynical
Yeah.
before moving to Tauranga and shit. So I'd met like Austin kind of through that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's how we met
you
them.
guys have been on the bill for like most of the sort of recent years worth of Tauranga Music Sucks gigs, right? Like the Woodcock and yeah. So
We were
how have
lucky
you
enough
found
to do
that?
every Woodcock.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
He was way too good to us.
Yeah. Must have felt sorry. Yeah. It's like, fuck, I got to give these guys a leg up.
And how
Yeah,
have you
we're
found
fucked
that
now.
scene over there? Like, as far as just like like I suppose like your own genre of music, but also just like everything that's on offer over there. Is there like a real sort of communal attitude towards it all over there? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think with like Austin, what Austin created and a bunch of those other people as well.
Yeah.
A bunch of the other people around there, yeah, definitely.
For sure, man. For sure. And it feels like it's a good scene, I think, personally. It's not like it's not about one sound or anything or, the way you dress or something like that. It seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, because I
A
remember
lot of different bands and stuff like that.
like coming over to see Loserpalooza the other week at what was it, at Totota Street?
Yeah.
That was I was just so amazed by the diversity of all the acts on. It was like what was it? Here Lies.
Here Lies the
Killer,
Killer.
Yeah. Oh my god, they blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's like Portishead meets Jack White. It was it was really cool. Do you guys often gig with like as diverse a range of bands, or did you mainly go with like heavy acts as well?
I used to play in Here Lies the Killer.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah, so did I too, actually.
yeah.
We both did.
Sweet. That's relevant.
Yeah, so real relevant. But we do.
I'd like to.
Yeah. I like having heaps of different bands, like different sounds at
Yeah.
gigs, because I don't know, it keeps everything way more interesting and like. Yeah, I don't see there's any reason to not be able to play with like a different genre of music.
Yeah, it is mostly like rock bands at the moment, I guess. But it'd be cool to do more like hip hop acts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we all love
Cool.
rap music and shit and dance music. So
Yeah, and
It'd be
there is
cool to
kind of
do
like
that.
the intersection of fan bases as well with a lot of that. And so, I mean, it's like when so the other week when Wu-Tang was announced, all of my metalhead fans were just like,
Yeah.
what? It's just like
word,
We need to get tickets.
fucking word. That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That
Fuck
makes
yeah.
sense, man.
It's for the children. It's for the children.
Yo, fucking hey.
Let
As far as venues go over in Tauranga, like, are there sort of particular hotspots for you guys? Or, yeah.
Right now, Voodoo Lounge is good.
Yeah.
Voodoo Lounge is real good.
Hop House was the shit back in the day.
Hop House
Major
was
Tom's,
cool.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But that's
Shout out to
gone
Major
now.
Tom's too. He's
Yeah.
died, but that was fucking awesome.
Imbibe's still going, which is pretty cool. We haven't played there in a while, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And then Zeus Gallery's good.
Yeah.
Zeus Gallery. Talk to the Street's good for bigger bands. We probably wouldn't book it for us.
Yeah, that's kind of
We're
what I
pieces
heard.
of shit.
I've heard a lot about Totoro Street. It's kind of got a lot of the same sort of stuff that Altitude has here in Hamilton. It's just it's
definitely.
similar size, and yeah, it's just kind of only really for big shows. I guess.
Yeah, if you'll catch a fire or whatever, it's sweet
Yeah.
as. Like, we probably wouldn't book it for us just to play, but
It worked great for Loserpalooza. Like just
Yeah, big bills,
That
that's
was
main.
so good.
for sure, man.
You just fill it up with all the
there,
band members.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And Under the Bridge.
Yeah.
That's probably the best venue in Tauranga,
Nice.
underneath the Harbour Bridge.
So I suppose, what about influences among like the three of you? What sort of comes together as far as writing music for this band?
Far out. Heaps of stuff, heaps of stuff, but I don't know. I like been listening to heaps of Kiwi bands like
Yeah.
for the last couple of years. Like seeing so many. It's like fuck, and then like all that shit's just like
That's
seeped
been
in.
it's been the big thing for us running this. Is it's prompted us to we primarily listen to New Zealand bands now because we're
Yeah.
mixing them almost every day. So,
There's
it's
so
been,
many
yeah.
good ones too, man. So
Yeah.
many good underground bands. It's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
Dude,
pretty good.
heaps. Yeah.
It
I
just
don't know. For me, influence-wise, I'd say the Bronx,
Yep.
and for him, probably Black Flag.
Nice.
Black Sabbath.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath. That's a shared influence. Among
Yeah,
all
because
of us,
I remember,
surely.
chatting to you after like a gig that we did at Valhalla, and I think I mentioned like a lot of your guitar solos made me think of the old Bill and Ted movies. And, stuff. And it was like it cracked me up because I don't think you'd heard of them at that point. And I was like, what? But they're so similar to that. That's great.
Me.
Yeah. No, I think I was talking about your guys' sound to a friend recently, and it was just like I think the first gig I ever came to that you guys played, it was probably Navara Lounge in Hamilton somewhere. I was confused for the first few songs in a really good way. I was just like, there's so much like different things going on. It's kind of like, Inhale screaming with like 90s hardcore guitar and like sort of vocals, just like really, really big drums and yeah, like big 80s guitar solos. And I was just like, I'm on board with all of this right now. Yeah. How did like that sort of real eclectic sound come together? Was that real natural right at the start, or did you sort of start in a particular style and then develop from there?
It's kind of more bluesy at the start.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, way more bluesy and like
Yeah.
rockier and stuff. Way more cheese grated on that shit.
Yeah. So, because when you started as a two-piece, was that kind of what you were doing in that iteration?
Yeah, kind of, a lot more bluesy, rocky
Yeah,
stuff.
still real not planned, but
Yeah.
we just kind of smashed out we had a jam and just smashed out a bunch of shit,
Cool.
and then just kind of the new stuff's been worked on a little bit more, trying to
Yeah.
write it a little bit more
Yeah.
maybe, so
Yeah.
Don't think there's any like real ideas about like sounds before we go into it though. It's just kind of like play it and
we didn't have any plan at all either when we started. It was only to have a jam, so
Yeah.
all of that shit just came from one jam,
Cool.
like everything we've done.
I think that's like the best way to start out as well. It just keeps it like really fun from the get-go. What gigs have you guys got coming up? Anytime soon, and also releases, I suppose, like recordings.
We got a bunch of shows, yeah. Dank Man with Deluxe is out now, and we've got the second album written, so we'll record that sometime soon. And then our next show is in Levin.
Yeah. Levin on the
in a couple
15th.
weeks.
Who else are you guys playing with for that?
A bunch of different bands,
Yeah.
It's at the Alternative Entertainment Bureau.
Cool.
Yeah, so hit them up, everyone in the underground, because they seem pretty cool.
That name instantly sounds like our cup of tea.
Yeah, fucking A. I've heard good things about it, so fingers crossed, should be good.
Sweet.
Then
And
we
what's
got
after that?
28th at Voodoo Lounge
Yeah.
down Mount with Starving Millions from Wellington.
So 28th of
September.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that should be fucking mean.
Totoro Street one.
In November, we've got the first there as well, but we've got like a bunch in October, and then we're planning.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do like a small tour in December with like Dud and Flamethrower and stuff.
Oh, great.
Like another like little hit the beach thing.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Yeah.
So up the North Island or?
yeah, just around the North Island. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, yeah.
And then hopefully, even though we haven't talked to them about it at all, hopefully tour with the Dicks and Nuggies at some point. Because they're fucking good.
I think, yeah,
And Slumbug.
fans of this series would be pretty into that tour. So, yeah,
That'd be
we
cool,
still need to
man.
get Nuggies in here. It's like Simon from the
Dude,
Dicks
yeah,
keeps
do it.
telling us. It's
Do
just, yeah.
it, man.
Fuck yeah.
Do it.
Fuck yeah.
All about
So
the
good.
Nuggies.
Yourself up off the pavement. Get yourself back. Self back. Come on. Hey, hey, you on the streets, you got that. Hey, hey, put yourself off the pavement. Hey, hey, you on the streets, you got it. Build yourself up off the pavement. Get yourself back. Jump up the pavement. Hey, hey, you on the streets, you got it. Hey, hey, you on the streets, you got it. Hey, hey, you on the streets, you got it. Build yourself up off the pavement. Get yourself in. Let's lamentable, the loss of life inevitable. Pursue you idiots, I tell them to some loss of us. Just set your brain, just do what you actually go away, that's it. Watch your mother grow, the earth beats up for fire, tell you those. Don't you realize we did fight the earth with this right? When the heights cast and birds went on, you still feel that's it. Bet your snuffles off, your voices slip, but there's no way to run. The Christians never pray, the doctors fight, and everyone persecutes. But I doubt it, seem to be pretty fucked by the state. And still we back and fight, and ignore the elephant in the room. Mother Earth could take up as hers, watch humanity gather train. Wonder what takes better than fate, would it be guilt or regret? Someone like me doesn't put a change. Keep someone like me doesn't put a change. Someone like me doesn't put a change. Someone like me doesn't put a change. Someone like me doesn't put a change.
Sweet. Well, thanks so much for coming in, guys. It's been great. It's been really good. It was an awesome set. Yeah,
Thank you.
For people watching, check out the Facebook pages and the Super Narco Man Bandcamp for Mammoth Deluxe. And that is
Dank
us
Mammoth
for the week.
Deluxe.
Dank Mammoth Deluxe.
Dankest.
The dankest.
Thank you, Way.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
cheers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
cheers.
Thank
Thanks for
you,
having
all
us.
of Alternative. Fuck. What's your
Volume
name
Collective.
again? Volume Collective. God
There's a
damn
lot
it,
of
I
forgetting
got it.
names around here.
Fuck.
Okay, this has been Steve. I'm Joel. Thank you. Great. Yeah, that's us.
Cool.
Good shit.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you guys.
Thank you, man.